The world is witnessing a historic economic power shift. For centuries, the global North, comprising North America, Europe, and Japan, dominated the world economy. This old order is changing. The global South, encompassing Latin America, Asia, Africa, and Oceania, is experiencing rapid economic growth. This shift is reshaping global trade, investment, and geopolitics. The term Global South goes beyond geography. It represents nations that were historically marginalized in the global economic system. Despite these differences, the Global South is united by a common desire for economic progress and a greater voice on the world stage. The rise of the Global South is not just an economic story. It is a story of human potential being unleashed. Asia stands as a testament to the remarkable economic transformation sweeping the Global South. Once known primarily for low-cost manufacturing, Asia is rapidly becoming a hub of innovation and technological advancement. China, the world's second-largest economy, leads this charge. It has transitioned from a low-wage manufacturing giant to a leader in renewable energy, artificial intelligence, and e-commerce. India, with its burgeoning IT sector and a young, dynamic population, is another Asian powerhouse. Southeast Asian nations like Indonesia, Vietnam, and the Philippines are also experiencing robust growth. Their strategic location, competitive labor costs, and increasing integration into global supply chains have attracted significant foreign investment. This commitment is evident in the association of Southeast Asian nations, ASEAN, a regional bloc that promotes economic cooperation and integration. This demographic dividend provides a vast pool of consumers and a growing workforce, fueling economic expansion. Latin America, a region long grappling with political instability and economic inequality, is experiencing a resurgence. Countries like Brazil, Mexico, and Chile have made significant strides in reducing poverty and improving living standards. This progress is due in part to prudent economic reforms, such as trade liberalization and fiscal responsibility. Latin America is rich in natural resources, including oil, copper, and agricultural products. This abundance has fueled economic growth, particularly in countries like Chile and Peru. The region is also diversifying its economies, moving beyond reliance on commodities, and investing in sectors like manufacturing, technology, and services. Mexico, for instance, has become a global manufacturing hub for automobiles and electronics. However, challenges remain. Inequality persists, and corruption continues to plague some countries. Investing in education, infrastructure, and innovation will be crucial for creating a more inclusive and sustainable growth model. Despite these challenges, Latin America's future looks bright. Africa, a continent brimming with untapped potential, is on the cusp of an economic transformation. With a young and rapidly growing population, abundant natural resources, and increasing urbanization, Africa is poised for a period of sustained economic expansion. Improved governance and political stability have created a more favorable environment for investment and development. Investment in education and infrastructure is yielding dividends, creating a skilled workforce and improving connectivity. The rise of mobile technology and digital services has been transformative for Africa. Mobile money platforms have revolutionized financial inclusion, providing millions with access to financial services. The African Continental Free Trade Area aims to boost intra-African trade and investment. However, Africa faces significant challenges. Poverty, inequality, and conflict hinder progress in some parts of the continent. Creating jobs for its burgeoning youth population is crucial for stability and inclusive growth. Despite these challenges, Africa's future is full of promise. Globalization and technology. Fueling the rise of the South, globalization and technology are driving the rise of the global South. Breaking barriers to trade and information, globalization creates opportunities. Technology, especially the internet, provides access to information and markets. These forces are transformative for the global South. Lower-cost labor markets attract multinational corporations, boosting growth. The internet fosters entrepreneurship and innovation. Technology enables developing countries to leapfrog traditional development stages. From mobile payments in Kenya to e-commerce in China, innovation thrives. Trade, investment, and policy, shaping a new economic order. The rise of the global South is reshaping the global economic order, leading to a more multipolar world. Developing countries are no longer passive recipients of aid and foreign investment. They are active participants in shaping global trade rules and investment flows. The BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, have emerged as a powerful bloc, advocating for a more equitable global economic system. Furthermore, South-South cooperation is on the rise. Countries in the global South are increasingly engaging in trade, investment, and knowledge sharing amongst themselves. This rise of the global South is not without its challenges. Challenges on the horizon: inequality, infrastructure, and sustainability. The rise of the global South, while a positive development, is not without its challenges. One of the most pressing issues is inequality. While many countries in the global South have experienced significant economic growth, the benefits of this growth have not always been evenly distributed. Income inequality remains a major challenge, with a small elite often capturing a disproportionate share of the wealth. Another challenge is the lack of adequate infrastructure. Many countries in the global South struggle with inadequate transportation networks, unreliable energy supplies, and limited access to clean water and sanitation. Furthermore, the global South faces the challenge of achieving economic growth in a sustainable manner. Balancing economic development with environmental protection will be crucial for ensuring the long-term sustainability of the global South's economic rise. Navigating the future collaboration, innovation, and inclusive growth. The rise of the global South presents both opportunities and challenges for the global community. To navigate this new economic landscape successfully, collaboration, innovation, and a commitment to inclusive growth will be paramount. Developed countries need to adapt to a more multipolar world, embracing a more collaborative approach to global governance and economic development. The private sector also has a crucial role to play. By investing in emerging markets, creating jobs, and promoting sustainable business practices, companies can contribute to inclusive and sustainable growth in the global South. Furthermore, Fostering innovation and technology transfer will be essential for addressing global challenges such as climate change, poverty, and inequality. Supporting entrepreneurship, promoting research and development, and creating an enabling environment for technology. Adoption will be crucial for unlocking this potential. By embracing collaboration, fostering innovation, and promoting inclusive growth, we can harness the potential of this historic economic shift to build a better world for generations to come. A multipolar world, the Global South's place in the new economic order. The rise of the Global South is ushering in a new era of multipolarity in the global economic order. The days of a unipolar world dominated by a few Western powers are fading. The Global South, with its growing economic might and geopolitical influence, is demanding a greater say in shaping the global economy. This multipolar world presents both opportunities and challenges. Developing countries now have a greater voice in international institutions. However, it also creates a more complex and unpredictable global landscape. Navigating this new world order requires a shift in mindset from both the global North and the global South. The global South must demonstrate leadership and a commitment to international cooperation. The 21st century will be defined by the rise of the global South. How we navigate this shift will determine the future of the global economy.